What is up, everybody? Superverse here today. So apparently, the Scorn exclusive video game for Xbox released a trailer or whatever, trying to tease it, trying to get you hyped for the game. And then Aaron Greenberg commented under it, saying how Game Pass members are eating good, from Deathloop to Slammer 2 to Grounded to Scorn, now on October 14th. Xbox Series X console launch exclusive and available day one at Game Pass. So I agree with this sentiment. If you are an Xbox Game Pass member, you are getting a lot of games in a very short amount of time period. Because it's kind of crazy how people just trash Xbox and they trash Game Pass. When it's like, really? As an Xbox owner, an Xbox user, a Game Pass user, I am happy with what they have been bringing me this entire month, past few months. There's been a lot of good games. Like I'm currently playing Ni no Kuni, enjoying that game. I started up Grounded a little bit, like at least like 2 hours into Grounded, loving that so far. But yeah, and it's like you got these other games coming up like Slammer 2, which looks like a fun like just chill and relax game. You got a Scorn coming out, which is kind of like a horror game for the month of October, which people really they usually like watch like horror movies or play horror games anyway for that month because it's like Halloween. So yeah, this is a pretty good lineup of games. It's like definitely agree that we are eating good this month. And it's like it gets even better. So you gotta think about it. You're paying $10 a month or $15 a month for Game Pass. It's like why would you not have this service? But people, there are people out there who truly just hate Game Pass for whatever reason. It's like I don't see how when they give you so much stuff on there. But and sometimes you can get the Game Pass for free for a monthly basis if you do the Microsoft Reward stuff. So yeah, I gotta agree with the sentiment. I think Game Pass members are definitely enjoying these past few months of games because a lot of good stuff on there. Uh, and a Plague Tale shortly after. Yeah, you got the newest Plague Tale game in there soon too. So yeah, Game Pass is just getting better and better. It's like I'm definitely fine that I definitely have I'm a Game Pass member, to be honest. Yes, sir. And this is the only appetizer 2023 we shall feast. A lot of games come out 2023. You get Redfall, Deathloop. I think Lies of P comes out either this year or next year as well. You get that Flint Hook game, which I did a reaction of. That game looks pretty cool. High on Life, which I think comes out this year or next year. A lot of games coming out very soon. So, uh, would appreciate if you guys would put more energy in marketing besides making tweets. Presentations, everything. Okay. You should put a platform and fighting game on Game Pass. Currently, the service doesn't have any Smash Bros. Like, I don't know. Usually those Smash Bros. Clone games usually flop, and they do got multiverses on there, which is actually like the most successful one of all the different Smash Bros. Clones. So they got multiverses on there. So I don't know what this guy's talking about. If you want to play Smash Bros. Like game, you can play multiverses. So they kind of got that covered in a way. So, um, September and October on Xbox Game Pass is pretty much a buffet. Okay. Getting God of War but playing Deathloop on PSN plus Deathloop is already out, so it's not day one. Of course, you have to get some Sony guy who have to ruin the like they just love being Debbie Downers when it comes to Xbox discussions. Like I guess that would never change. I love Team Green so much. Xbox One owners for Game Pass. Really? At this point, man, it's time to upgrade. Xbox One has been out since 2013. That's almost a decade now. At this point, bro, you just save up your money, get Xbox Series S, and move on. It's like, bro, I used to want them to cater to Xbox One. And that's what people get on the Sony about catering to PS4 still. It's like you gotta move on to the next stuff eventually, bro. Eventually, just move on to the next gen, the current gen at this point. The console's been out for almost 3 years. It's time to move on at this point. Been waiting 5 years for Scorn. Can't wait. Fantastic news. How about you give us an elite tier where we can pay more and get priority customer service? That was a shot at the new PlayStation Stars program where people are still legit defending that nonsense. Where, hey, you pay more and you get better customer service. But it's like, that is just ridiculous in my opinion. I'm glad I'm priority my mostly Xbox. So if I do have any issues with Xbox, I can just contact the customer service, and I won't be put on a waiting list where people who bought more games get put ahead of me. So I gotta worry about that on this side right here. I cannot be happier. Thanks for the incredible service. So mostly just a lot of Xbox guys are just happy right now, rejoicing because there's a lot of games coming out very soon. And I almost got Persona 5 is coming as well. So yeah, a huge variety of games at that, which is always a good thing. Because even if you don't like a certain game, there's always another game and multiple games. Like every 10 games just to take its place if you don't like one game. There's so many games on Game Pass right now. So I definitely think Xbox is killing it right now. I think they're the best out of all the different services. They're the best. And what is this? He says, yeah, the majority of Xbox gamers get us on with another awful month of games with gold. I mean, with Game Pass existing, do you really care about games with gold? I mean, it's just like extra games you can download, but it's like obviously their main focus is on games. Their main focus is on Xbox Game Pass now. So I like so if games with gold suffers, and it's like, oh well, it's like you should have Game Pass anyway. To be honest, like I really don't know like who was like really like champion like games with gold over Game Pass. Like who was like maybe you're like some Xbox boomer who was like 360 generation when they introduced games with gold or whatever. I don't know. I don't think most people really care about games with gold anymore. I think that's a thing of a long gone era, and now Game Pass is the new thing now. So, please check the failing quality of games with gold. It keeps getting worse. Who cares? It's like who really cares? Is there like a legit like a hardcore like games with gold fan base? Like at this point, with Game Pass existing, you're getting all these brand new games day one, like really, and you complain about games with gold. You're saving so much money with Game Pass, but just you're complaining about games with gold. I guess you can't please everybody here, because to me, it's like a non-issue. Like who really cares about games with gold at this point? But you know, I guess the people still care about it. Only someone who is sick in the head would play this crap. Okay, so I guess you don't gotta play it then. Like they're not forcing you to play the game. Yeah, but just people are still on this games with gold thing, which is kind of crazy. Even if their actual employees talk like fanboys. I mean, is he really talking like a fanboy? This is one of the most dumbest comments I read. So is he really talking about a fanboy because he says Game Pass has a lot of good games coming on it? And he's promoting the service, is what he's supposed to do. He's an employee there. So really? What is he supposed to say? There's no good games coming to Game Pass? like, what? Like, okay, I'm just kind of curious. What would the opposite be for him not to be considered a fanboy, in this guy's opinion? Like, what would he have to say? Don't try out our new service. Don't try out the new games coming to our service. Our service has like pretty much no good games coming out. Like, what does he want this guy to say? Game Pass members are eating good. Meanwhile, in Ponyland, PS Now is $70 for a slice for a director's cut. Okay, while Jim Ryan is giving you the finger. I'm in love with Game Pass. Game Pass is on fire. All three platforms have been eating good this year, like all year. Okay. What about games coming out not in Game Pass or PS Plus? How about you market them? So he wants Xbox to market games that's not in Game Pass. When it's like, I thought that was like the job of the people who actually made those games that's not in Game Pass. Like the third party companies to do that. Like, okay. I don't know. The complaints I did read in this the comment thread didn't really make a lot of sense, but you know, I'm still on board with this. Like, I agree with this guy. Game Pass is amazing, and I'm glad they got this service. So I'm gonna keep supporting the service. Yeah. So those are my thoughts. Definitely looking forward to all these games coming out. That came out or coming out in the future. Yeah, this game looks very creepy. By the way, the scoring game. So definitely a good game to play in the month of October, which is coming up very soon. So definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.